going on, Jerome's? So everyone and their mom knows that Jordan friggin' Addison has the talent to be the best wide receiver 2 in the National Football League, and by far, he and Justin friggin' Jefferson should be the best wide receiver duo in the league as well. And Addison, with his introduction, first-round pick out of USC, a Biletnikoff winner back at Pitt, tricked the world into thinking that Kenny Pickett was a first-round pick, supplemented Caleb Williams. No big deal. But, of course, let's get paid. And then before he played a single down, the whole Ricky Bobby thing. But he had a very solid rookie season. Last year, 70 for 911 and 10 touchdowns, working with 4 different quarterbacks, which I don't think gets talked about enough. The fact that Addison was able to produce without Jefferson, yes, he got an increase in target share, but also he was facing cornerback 1 attention. And then following up of his rookie season, had the DUI incident this offseason, and it came into question, like, is Addison going to be able to be good enough on the field, or you put up with everything off the field, right? And Addison does have a mandatory 3-game suspension looming over him, likely next season, so that's certainly a factor. And so far this year, it hasn't been the monster numbers that you would want, or Addison would want either. Dinged up his ankle early on in the season, and then it's sort of been helter-skelter since then. And of course, frustration of he was wide open against the Rams, also had a couple of ones that could have been chunk plays against the Lions, but it just sort of is what it is, where he's only had 8 catches in the Vikings' last 3 games. And of course, the whole controversy of free three, where, I've used that hashtag before back at Pitt, which I don't know, the timing was just like A+. Okay, buddy. Yeah, so taking passive-aggressive shots at usage, and tape don't lie, right? So all the coaches, Darnold, all the other receivers know that Addison's getting open, just things haven't been clicking in terms of offense for the last couple games for the Vikings. And make a long story longer, PFF Vikes put out numbers where Week 8 separation report, best receivers at beating coverage to get open, Addison clocked in at number 2. 91.67% of the time he is getting open, which is good. It's pretty damn good. And of course, since it's social media, Addison's dad, who's very supportive of his kid, love me some Rolando Addison Sr. Free three. Right. But what's going to happen, right? So obviously, like we said, Addison has all the talent in the world, and will the squeaky wheel get the grease against the Colts coming up and beyond? I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of factors. Number one, you do have to factor in that Jalen Speedy Naylor, frankly, has been a lot more consistent and produced a lot more when he was the wide receiver 2, when Addison was up on blocks with that ankle injury. Touchdown in 3 straight games to start the year. Yes. Dropped it pretty easy, walking touchdown against the Rams, but it is what it is. And he still was able to get something done, especially against the Lions, where he out-targeted Addison and put up 4 catches for 76. Looking damn good in that spot. Also, of course, the return of TJ Hockenson, who's a top 3 tight end. He's now 3. That could thin out the mix a little bit in terms of targets to go around for the Vikings. But also, conversely, this could soup things up a little bit, where the offense suddenly stays on the field, sustaining drives, more opportunities for catches, more opportunities to score, all that stuff. And with Addison getting open, it's not like Sam Darnold is ignoring him. It's not like Darnold is freezing out his fellow man of Troy out of the offense. And they did have a nice connection during training camp, and basically, with Jefferson sort of doing Jefferson things, it was Darnold to Addison, Darnold to Naylor, the big plays every single day in training camp, it sort of seemed like. So they have obvious chemistry there as well. And also, it's not like Kevin O'Connell is punishing Addison of not having him part of the game plan, not doing this, that, the other thing. Sometimes the ball just doesn't go your way, especially when you got Justin friggin' Jefferson, who is basically just a gas giant in terms of gravitational pull of the offense, and that's how it should be. And yeah, it is going to be a little bit more difficult for Addison to get more work with Hockenson in that mix. Aaron Jones catching the ball great out of the backfield. But it could be a spot where the tide raises all boats. And Hockenson is back in. Naylor should still have a role. Jefferson is obviously going to get his. And O'Connell talk about going up-tempo. That could make some more opportunities for Addison to take advantage of mismatches. So, yeah, Addison is getting separation. And, yeah, he wants to be free. and all that stuff. And that'll take time, all right? And just keep doing the work and you will get yours. And that's what it comes down to. And I know that he's already got the built-in excuses like, oh, I've used that hashtag all the time. Yeah, the timing wasn't a coincidence, right? He knew what he was doing, but all that stuff has to stay in-house. And like we said, the tape does not lie. And it's not like Kevin O'Connell is purposely going away from Addison. It's not like Darnold is purposely not throwing to him. The targets, the catches, the numbers will come. All right, and this offense has a chance to be the best in the National Football League, but there's a lot of mouths to feed. And starting first and foremost, yes, with Justin friggin' Jefferson. Yes, Hawkinson. Yes, Naylor deserves some work too. Aaron Jones on the backfield. But guess what? You have a chance to be something special. And, hey, when you get your opportunities, do something with it. All right, so Addison, we're going to need you. But keep your head up, keep doing the damn work, and the results will come. That's it. But your thoughts are thoughts. Addison, creating separation. Will he start putting up numbers? Hopefully. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You know what to do. Skull Production Value.